Gabe?
Kevin, how do you explain this one, especially the lack of killer instinct when you're up 21-6 at one point?
You know, I thought that you know, coming out of halftime and getting the onside kick, you know, and we went with a kind of a trick play that could have been a big play. You know, we could come down with that and maybe a little bit different, but just a little bit off. And then, you know, we didn't make the two fourth down opportunities that we had in the game. It was a little bit more wind going one way or the other than to try to attempt that field goal. So those two fourth down opportunities ended up costing us. And the ability to get either 3 points on either one of those or a touchdown in a game like that, you know, is a big deal. You know, it's a combination of two things. You know, the ability to extend the lead when we had the opportunity, which gave them an opportunity to stay in the game, and then you know, not being able to get off the field when we needed to. And you know, that's basically the story of the game. We just didn't make enough plays to win the game.
Other questions? Gabe?
How big was Evans? You talked about George, I guess in the opener, making a post play penalty. This one ended up costing you as they got a field goal out of it.
Yep.
Evans.
Yeah. Well, you had two of them. You had Evans, the penalty that extended the drive, and then an offsides down in the red zone that moved them closer and really extended that. You know, the defense ended up holding the 3 points there, but that 3 points, as you said, which is a lesson to everybody how important every play is in a game. And those two penalties extended that one drive, and we were able to hold it to 3, but that 3 ended up being a difference in the end of the game.
Over here, Olin.
Kevin, Jake said that he felt like that maybe y'all got to a point where you are trying to play not to lose rather than play to win. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. I think that, you know, we were pretty aggressive. I thought we were more aggressive in the fourth quarter. I mean, you know, we came out, we got the onside kick, went with a reverse pass, and, you know, that's not unaggressive. We threw some balls that just bounced off. We had another one to Josh. Hits off his hands on our sideline, some deep balls. And then the clock was our friend. You know, as soon as you say that, you come back in the fourth quarter. We get the ball with 12 minutes to go in the game, and we run about 6 minutes off the clock, running and passing, and extend the lead again. You know, so there in a game like this, you know, there's plenty of things to go around. You know, we didn't convert when we had the opportunity to really extend the lead in the third quarter. We've been a really good team in the third quarter with adjustments. It's been probably one of our best quarters all year. It wasn't for us tonight. And, you know, that's where we had a chance really we secured the onside kick, got good field position, went for the juggler and came up short and then didn't make the fourth down, which gives them the ball right there. And then, you know, basically to take, you know, 6 minutes off the clock, drive the ball the length of the field, extend the lead, and then not be able to get off the field on defense. That's the story of the fourth quarter.
Right side, Ben.
Coach, how much did things change momentum-wise on their side whenever they scored at the beginning of the fourth quarter?
You know, I don't know. It probably changed a little bit, but, you know, we answered, Ben, right? And so with 12 minutes to go, we get the ball back and went right down and took 6 minutes off the clock. And we score with 6 minutes and something to go to extend the lead again. So, you know, we answered that score with a score, and which in a game like that is what you want as a coach. And I thought we had juice, we had momentum coming back down the field and answering in that situation that was a critical situation. Then they went 75 yards.
75 yards a minute, 24.
A minute 25. That's the real story. So, you know, to come back, be able to operate, take time off the clock, and extend the lead and make it really a two-score game was about what you want as a coach. You know, we couldn't get off the field after that.
Right side, Gabe.
What was it about Shea Patterson? I mean, you knew he was
I knew,
good,
yeah.
but what was
You know,
it
he-
about him that makes you able to pick himself up off the mat and have such a great success?
Well,
last
you know
year?
what I think you see how fast he really is. He's extremely quick. You know, he extended plays and kept his eyes down the field, and threw some balls. You know, when he got to the sideline and really. Instead of just running out of bounds or doing anything else, you know, he got all the way outside the pocket and was still able to keep the play alive. And you know, he's got a lot of talent, and I think you saw that displayed tonight.
Front row on the left, is that Zach?
Coach, after Patterson had that 2-yard loss right before the field goal, any thoughts about taking a timeout right there?
What's that?
On their last offensive drive after Patterson
Right.
had gotten for a 2-yard loss,
Well,
and
we
they were
only
about
had
to set up for
yeah.
field goal.
The thought process was we only had 2 timeouts. Okay, so when you have to, what I was trying to do was get it to 3rd down and 4th down, so that we were going to be able to have, you know, 40-some seconds to go. You take a timeout there, I only have 1 left. Then you have those 2 downs to extend the clock. You could theoretically, with the 40-second clock, that would take you to a minute and minute 20, minute 10, right? So, you know, with those 2 timeouts, not 3, but with 2, I elected to take it on 3rd and 4th to make sure that we were going to have the maximum amount of time we could have.
Right side, Ben, then Gabe, wrap us up.
Because you couldn't, you can't dictate after 3rd down. They could run the clock down again and take a timeout, or where they were, take it, run it down, and take a delay of game and keep the clock, keep it moving. So, you know, that's the reason that we waited till 3rd down.
You know, Coach, like you said, the second touchdown after the one, you know, kind of changed things late. You know, it seems like that's happened multiple times this year, where y'all give up a touchdown, and then immediately they'll come back and score one shortly thereafter. I mean, why? You know,
Say again?
So the A&M will give up a touchdown,
Right.
and then shortly thereafterwards, the opponent will score another touchdown in a couple minutes. I mean, why do you think that is, where one scored immediately after the other one?
Yeah, I mean, back to back is what you're saying. You know, I don't know. You know, that's you know, it's in a game like that. I think it's amplified when you lose. That you know, answering challenges. You know, that's what the game is about. You know, and so, you know, on the one hand, we answered their score with a score, and we weren't able to get off the field in a short amount of time at the end of the game. So, yeah, that's something that, you know, we don't want, and there's something that you know, we work real hard at. But obviously, they made more plays in that last quarter than we did to win the game.
All right, Gabe, wrap us up.
Just, you know, it's kind of a 2-parter, but
Yeah.
what do you think about the inability to run on them? Because a lot of teams really had
Yeah.
great success. And then also late first half.
Yes.
Looking back, hindsight, obviously, but do you wish you might have maybe called some timeouts there and tried to score and step on their throat a little bit right before the half?
Well, you know, we were coming out of the half with the ball. We deferred, so we were going to get the ball in the 3rd quarter. So that's one thought process. Really, there was less than a minute to go, and where our defense was, they had played a lot of snaps in the first half, and so you know, right there, being able to get the ball back, and with it was a minute and something to go, and just to see how we were going to start right there, knowing we're getting the ball back in the 3rd quarter, that had a lot to do with that decision.
All right, Coach, thank you.